Hi everybody, welcome. I want to thank Sarah, a subscriber here at Dancing Sounds ASMR, for emailing me and requesting a book reading type ASMR video. So here it is. Sarah, I hope you especially enjoy this video, and thank you for making a request. So I am going to be doing some special book sharing here in this video today. I chose some books that the teacher in my back to school video that I posted recently, he gave me some books from his classroom, and they ironically are of a series from my childhood. Does anyone out there, do you remember the Bernstein Bears? I actually looked up ASMR Bernstein Bears videos and I found some and I got really excited. I have quite a few here. I'm gonna just read one, I think, and show you some of the others, and I'll change the camera angle, I think, to bird's eye view and just do some page turning triggers. And Sarah also requested some chewing gum with the page turning, so we're going to do a little bit of that as well later in the video. So I hope you enjoy and I hope you relax, 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 relax. So here we go. I have this school bin that the special teacher gave me for this video. So here are some of the books in this bin. The Bernstein Bears and Too Much Junk Food. The Bernstein Bears Sick Days. I'm already getting excited about this, even though I looked at all these already. The Bernstein Bears and Bad Dream. Bad Dream. We have A Dinosaur Dig. We have Forget Their Manners. We have Back to School. I should have used this in my back to school video. It's actually one of the thicker ones. It's a longer one. They learn about strangers. The Bernstein Bears get their kicks. The Bernstein Bears and the Truth. They learn about the importance of the truth. Get the gimmies. I'm not too familiar with that phrase, but I'm assuming they get the craving for some candy. I don't remember this one as much from my childhood. They go to camp. Too much TV. Bernstein Bears and the Messy Room. Messy room. No girls allowed. I don't like this one. The Bernstein Bears and Kindness Counts. Kindness counts. So let me read to those of you that aren't as familiar with the Bernstein Bears. Okay, a little bit about who are the Bernsteins. Stan and Jan Bernstein introduced the first Bernstein Bear books in 1962. Mike Bernstein grew up watching his parents work together to write about and draw these lovable bears. Eventually, he started drawing and writing about them too. Though Stan died in 2005, Jan and Mike continued to create the delightful bear adventures from their family home in Pennsylvania. I don't think I knew as a child that they were from Pennsylvania, but now as an adult, and I know that makes me love them even more because I was born and raised in Pennsylvania. Jan and Mike continue to create the delightful bear adventures from their family home in Pennsylvania in an area that looks much like the sunny dirt road deep in bear country. If you've ever been to Pennsylvania, you know that there's a lot of farmland and mountain areas other than the 3 or 2 major cities, Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, and then you have Harrisburg. But other than that, there's a lot of like mountain areas and greenery in Pennsylvania. So I think I might read this one in this video. Kindness Counts. These are just some of the books about the Bernstein Bears, as some of you may be very well aware of. And they have videos, they have movies. You can look them up on different platforms and they're still around, which is amazing. Okay, so let me change the camera angle around here and we'll get to some reading and page turning and some gum chewing while we do it. Here we go. The Bernstein Bears, Kindness Counts. Written by Jan and Mike Bernstein. Brother Bear was a bear of many interests. He enjoyed sports such as baseball, soccer, football, and basketball. He liked to draw and paint, and he was interested in science. He had hobbies like collecting stamps and baseball cards, and he enjoyed fishing and playing video games. But the thing he enjoyed most of all was building model airplanes. He started building models with Papa when he was very young. At first, they made simple plastic models, but soon they were creating flying models out of lightweight wood and paper. Before long, Brother could build models all by himself. He kept building bigger and better models that could fly longer, farther, and higher. On trips to the park with Sister Bear, he always took along his latest model for flight trials. It was a thrill to wind its propeller for the first time, let it go, and watch it fly across the park. One Saturday afternoon, Brother tried out his latest creation, a big model plane painted bright red called the Meteor. He set it down on the grass and wound the propeller. Sister joined some of her friends nearby. One of them was minding her younger brother, Billy. He was playing with a small model plane like the ones Brother had when he was little. When Billy saw Brother's big new plane, he came over to take a look. "Wow," he said, "that's beautiful." "Thanks, she's called the Meteor. I built her by myself," Brother said proudly. "Wow," said Billy, "I wish I could build a plane like that." Brother finished winding the propeller and picked up the Meteor. "Can I help you fly it?" asked Billy. Brother was proud of his models and careful with them too. They took a long time to build and were easy to break. If you didn't launch them just right, they could take a nosedive and crash. "Well," said Brother doubtfully, "I don't know. but he remembered how Papa always let him help out when they were building and flying model planes. That's how he learned, by helping Papa. "Well," said Brother, "okay, you can help me hold it." "Oh boy, thanks," said Billy. Brother knelt down and let Billy hold the model with him. "Now remember," said Brother, "don't throw it. Let it fly out of your hands. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, fly!" They both let go, and the big red meteor lifted up and away. "Yippee!" yelled Billy. "Look at it fly!" But Brother was worried. The meteor was climbing up too steeply. As they watched, the meteor rose high above the park. It seemed to pause in midair. Its nose suddenly dipped down and went into a dive. The meteor hit the ground with a nasty crunch. Brother and Billy ran to the wrecked model. Brother sadly picked it up and looked at the damage. Billy's big sister and the others noticed the excitement and came over. "Oh no," said Billy. "Is it my fault? Did I do something wrong? Did I throw it instead of letting it fly like you said?" Brother shook his head. "Of course not," he said. "You did fine. This is my fault. I didn't get the balance right. It's tail heavy. That's why it went up too steep, paused, and dove down. That's called stalling." "Are you going to fix it?" asked Billy. "Sure," laughed Brother. "Build 'em, fly 'em, crash 'em, fix 'em. That's my motto." "Could I help you?" wondered Billy. "No, Billy," said his big sister. "You're too young to help." But Brother remembered how Papa always used to let him help. That was how he learned about model airplanes. "That's okay," Brother told Billy's big sister. "I don't mind. I could use a little help." So Billy came along to the bear's treehouse. Mama and Papa were pleased that Brother was being so kind to young Billy. "It's just as the good book says," Mama said. "Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy." "Yes," agreed Papa. "And it also says in the Bible that a kind person benefits himself." "What does that mean?" wondered Brother. "It means that no act of kindness is wasted," said Papa. "Any kindness you do will always come back to you." Every afternoon that week, Billy helped Brother work on the plane. He didn't know very much, but he learned a lot, and he had lots of fun. Brother had fun too. He enjoyed teaching, and he liked having a helper who looked up to him. The next Saturday, the meteor was ready for another flight. Brother and Billy took it down to the park. Everyone came along to watch. They wound the meteor's propeller, held it up, and let it fly. It lifted away and rose in a long, even curve. "This looks like a good flight," said Brother. The meteor flew on and across the field. Slowly it came down, landing clear on the other side of the park in a 3-point landing. Brother and Billy ran over. It was in perfect shape. "Hooray!" yelled Billy, jumping up and down. Brother began to wind up the propeller for another try. But he noticed a group of older cubs coming into the park. They carried a lot of interesting equipment and wore jackets that said Bear Country Rocket Club. Brother went over to watch. They were setting up a model rocket. They were going to fire it off and let it down by parachute. Brother was excited. "Excuse me," he said to the cub in charge. "Do you think I could help you launch the rocket?" The cub shook his head. "Sorry," he said. "You're too young, and it's too dangerous." Brother walked away sadly, but he noticed that Billy was staying behind. He was talking to the older cub in charge. The older cub called Brother back. "My cousin Billy tells me you let him help with your model plane," said the older cub. Brother just nodded. The older cub smiled. "That was cool. You seem to know a lot about flying and models. I guess you can help out." So the Rocket Club let Brother hold things for them, carry things for them, and squirt a little glue here and there. He learned a lot, and he was happy. When it was time to fire off the rocket, they even let Brother push the button. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. "Fire!" said the cub in charge, and Brother pushed the button. There was a loud whoosh, whoosh. The rocket shot up, leaving a trail of smoke. High above the park, a yellow parachute popped open, and the rocket drifted back to Earth. They ran over to it. It was all twisted and scorched. "Are you going to fix it?" asked Brother. "Sure," laughed the older cub. "Build 'em, fly 'em, crash 'em, fix 'em. That's our motto." "Could I help you?" asked Brother. The older cub thought it over. "Sure," he said, slapping Brother on the back. "Why not?" So because Brother Bear had shown a little kindness to someone younger than himself, he became the youngest member ever of the Bear Country Rocket Club. And was he ever proud? Activities and questions from Brother and Sister Bear. Let's see, talk about it. 1. Do you have a special talent or hobby? How did you first become interested in this hobby? How did Brother become interested in model airplanes? 2. Why did Brother hesitate before actually sharing his model airplane with Billy? Why is it sometimes difficult to share something you really like and other times very easy? 3. Describe a time that you have shown kindness to someone and been shown a kindness in return. Do you think that you need to be rewarded every time you do something nice? Why or why not? Get out and do it. Create a poster for your family to hang in a prominent place in the house. Have the following scripture phrase on it. In everything, do to others what you would want them to do to you. Organize a family hobby day. Have each family member share what they enjoy doing the most with the rest of the family. Remember to be kind as you explain directions and show others your hobby. The Bernstein Bears, kindness counts. Let's do some page flipping and gum chewing.